Self-esteem is how you see yourself. It's how capable you think you are and how worthy you think you are. Today, I want to talk about a book by Nathaniel Branden, The Six Pillars of Self-Esteem. The first pillar of self-esteem is living consciously. Living consciously means being aware of the situation around you, of the patterns that you have, of emotion, thoughts, and actions that you are taking in a day. Imagine there is a guy named John. John wakes up in the morning, go to work, comes back home, hang out with his family. He does this every day without thinking about what it means. He is not conscious of what he is doing and how he is living his life. He is unaware of his emotions and thoughts. Now let's talk about Jim. Jim is a guy who thinks about what he's doing daily. He thinks about his wishes, his needs, his thoughts, his family, his plans, and everything in his life. He used meditation as a tool to bring self-awareness to his life. Which one of them do you think is going to be more successful? The person who lived consciously or the person who lived unconsciously? The second pillar of self-esteem is self-acceptance. All of us as human beings have negative traits and positive traits. Some of our negative traits are the things that we can change, and some of them are not changeable. John is a short guy. He can't accept his height. He's constantly comparing himself to his friends who's taller than him. He feels bad about himself and he feels unable in this situation. Jim is also a short guy. He understands that we all have negative and positive side, but we are still worthy and valuable. He feels good about himself, he goes to gym and work on his health and fitness. Which one of these guys you think having a better life? The third pillar of self-esteem is self-responsibility. We are either responsible of our situation or we are a victim of our situation. John has abusive parents. His childhood was full of emotional traumas. When he thinks about his childhood, he feels like a victim. Whenever he fails at something, he blames his parents. He feels powerless and feels that he can't control his life. Jim also had abusive parents. His childhood was mostly negative. When he thinks about his past, he understands that bad things happened to him, but now as an adult, he is responsible for everything that's going on in his life. He knows that people and situations contributed to who he is now, but he also takes full responsibility for his life and his choices. He has forgiven his parents but set boundaries in communicating with them. Which one of these guys you think have a better life? The fourth pillar of self-esteem is self-assertiveness. Self-assertiveness is the ability to express your needs to the other person. John has a problem in his work environment. His boss doesn't pay him on time. He wants to bring it up to his boss, but he's afraid if the boss rejects him or even fire him. So he keeps quiet and stays in the job without talking to his boss. Every day he feels worse and worse until one day he decides to quit his job without even letting know the boss what was his problem. Jim is in the same situation. His boss doesn't pay him on time. He set up a meeting with his boss and expressed how he feels about this issue. Jim knows that this meeting might go well, but it can also lead him to be fired. But he accepts this risk and stays being assertive. This is the meaning of self-assertiveness. You decide to express your needs even if you think you can get rejected. The fifth pillar of self-esteem is living purposefully. Our purpose is our ultimate destination in our life, is the emotion that we get from achieving our goals. If we don't know what our purpose is, we can't go toward that direction and we cannot be satisfied in our life. The last pillar of self-esteem is personal integrity. Are your behaviors in alignment with your values? For example, if you value growth, are your daily actions contribute to growth or not? For having personal integrity, we have to first identify what we value most in life and then look at our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions and see if they are in alignment with our values.